Hi, kids. Okay, greatest films of all time. Number 73, Jaws, 1975. A film I've already done a video on in my horror series. You can go watch that along with this. I'm going to try not to overlap with what I say in this video. Um, but yeah, the birth of the summer blockbuster, that is what I say in that other video, directed by Steven Spielberg, based on a novel by Peter Benchley. I believe in there I talk about the writing of it and that Peter Benchley had a pass at the novel and the novel wasn't yet released when the film was optioned. I believe I talk about a bunch of that stuff, so let's just brush back there, past that, move into an aspect that I didn't really get into, and that is that um, Jaws was kind of a unlikely success. You wouldn't have suspected that it'd be the big hit that it was prior to the filming or even during the filming of Jaws. And now it's hard maybe to think of it in these terms, um, but it's Spielberg's second feature. So he had worked with the producers, Zanuck and Brown, on Sugarland Express. That was his first feature, and he just so happened by chance to see that they were working on Jaws, was interested in that. I talk about that in the other video, and he gets that. But Spielberg wasn't a sure thing. Spielberg didn't get into film school. He couldn't get into film school. He tried, and he didn't. Um, but one of his short films that he made got the attention of a producer, and he got hired on a television contract to direct for TV. He got signed a 7-year television contract by Sid Sheinberg, and for some part of that time, he was considered Sheinberg's Folly. He was just this young kid that's coming in and directing all these veteran actors on TV movies, of course, Duel, and then that is what gets him um, Sugarland Express, and then that is what gets him Jaws. But he wasn't a proven thing yet. Sugarland Express was somewhat of a success. Um, no one knew what was going to happen with Jaws, especially when you consider that the film started shooting um, with no script and no cast and no shark. Went into production, started with none of those things. I think Richard Dreyfuss was cast on day 2 of filming. Um, and then nowadays you hear things like what happened on the set of Jaws, and it's like rumor mills, studio releases. People are all over the internet saying, "Well, this is going to be a disaster." The Jaws was scheduled to be filmed in 55 days. It took 159 days, so pretty much 3 times the schedule. It went 3 times the budget. But Spielberg's learning. There's happy accidents, right? The shark didn't work the way they wanted to. We had to work with that. So that's why we have the barrels in the film. So you see the barrels just as much as you see shark. Spielberg's pro, knows what he's doing. I enjoy, not that the shark stuff and the ocean stuff isn't good, because a lot of that's good, but some of his best use of the camera, his directing is in those earlier, the first half of the film on the beach. He does a lot of interesting framing techniques, and I also like his blocking. There's a trick he uses maybe one too many times in Jaws where he has characters in the background interacting, and then someone will step into the foreground, and then they'll have a conversation, and then they'll leave, and then we'll go back to the, or vice versa. It's really a simple trick, but he executes it really well. I'm rambling on about Spielberg. Anyways, so also shout out to Robert Shaw as Quint. pretty awesome in this. So the film was released, first summer blockbuster, highest grossing film of all time. Took 78 days for it to overtake The Godfather for that title. But that means nothing when it comes to this list. This list is based on other lists. So, the Sight and Sound 2012 directors poll, Jaws was number 75. There was 8 directors that voted for it to get it there. One of them was Quentin Tarantino. AFI's 1998 100 Greatest Films list is number 48. And its 2007 list, it is number 56. It's the greatest films of all time. It's 48, 56. And then this year, the Sight and Sound 2022 list, I guess it's not this year anymore, last year's, the director's poll, it was number 62. There was 11 directors that had it on their list. One of them was Ti West, director of Pearl and X, among others. So anyways, 6 minutes I filled out for a film I've already done a video on. Jaws, number 73. Thank you for watching. Thank you for those of you who are subscribed. A like, and let's keep this going. Thank you.